So a couple of weeks ago we planted this tree, and I said that I would talk about how I'm watering it and getting it to establish its root system, and that's why we're here today. So for those of you who haven't been following along, I'll go ahead and leave a link to the last video and you can kind of go backwards in time and catch yourself up. So this is a weeping cherry blossom tree, a fountain blossom, something like that. I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen for you, but we planted it a few weeks ago and just basically redid this entire bed. And we've even since planted some bulbs to get ready for next year, which is super exciting. There's pretty much everything in here, tulips, all of it. So really excited for that, excited to see how that turns out next spring. So make sure to subscribe because that'll definitely show up in the videos for sure. But as for today and the watering, let me give you a rundown on how I'm approaching this. I'm watering this tree once a week, deep and infrequent waterings, just like the lawn. We want to establish a deep root system, so we want the roots to chase the water down into the soil. And so what I do is I've got a trusty Home Depot bucket here, and that's what I'm using to fill up with water. And then I feed it too. I have FloraGreene here from Greene County Fertilizer. Love this stuff. It works so good on trees. Even when we had our last cherry blossom tree that was here before that was initially struggling, I used FloraGreene on it and revived it pretty quickly, but I think it was just overtaken by bugs, and so we had to replace it anyway. But I have seen FloraGreene work and I'm excited to continue using it here. It's doing well, tree looks good. We are approaching cold temperatures, so we'll see how much longer it holds on for this year, and then we'll bounce it back in the spring. But as far as watering goes, I give it 5 gallons a week. You want to give it 5 to 10 gallons a week. So I usually water it once or twice a week, just depending on my schedule, but I'm not too concerned about it. As long as I get at least once a week, I don't worry too much. So I throw a couple of ounces, that's all I need, a couple of ounces of FloraGreene. I just eyeball it, fill it up in the 5-gallon bucket, slowly dump it in. I've got a nice little basin here that holds the water and lets it soak down into that root ball. Works pretty well. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And that's it, easy as that. I just pour in 5 gallons, I fill it up all the way, I let it soak in, fill it up again, let it soak in until I get about 5 gallons more or less in there. And I do that 1 to 2 times a week, and that's all. Easy as that. Have a tree, and it'll grow, deep roots, and establish, and last hopefully a long, long time. So there you go, that's gonna do it for this one quick little video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.